And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Now, so in Genesis verse 1 and 2, we see the fall of Lucifer, we see chaos is the result. Now, then the 7 days of making, forming, calling, letting be, and seeing were begun. This was complete on the 7th day. However, the 7th day, notice that the 7th day was not declared good. Right? It just says on the 7th day he rested. But it didn't declare, every other day was declared good, or as the Hebrew would put it, tov, T-O-V, tov was good in Hebrew. Now, I want to, as I read this, understand this clearly, why he did not declare the 7th day to be good. Not that it wasn't good, but there's a reason why. Listen to this. He did not declare, the 7th day was not declared to good, which also means complete. This was done in anticipation of the fall of man, from which the 7 days would begin again. That's why there's a cycle that keeps on repeating itself. Keeps on repeating itself. For example, there's no 14 days. It's just 7 days. It's a cycle. And God did this in anticipation of the fall. There's a reason that which we will see later on. Each day representing 1,000 years according to several prophecies and scriptures. 6 days represents how many years? 6,000 years. So what God is teaching is that because Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, they will labor for 6 days or 6,000 years. So man's dominion in the earth only lasts for 6,000 years. And that's why, now, we didn't understand it. In defense of the church, we didn't understand that. So when we preach Jesus coming soon, we didn't understand that man's dominion has to last for 6,000 years. So we literally believe that it could have happened any day because we didn't understand. Now, man, after 6,000 years on earth, will once again see the final Sabbath in the last 1,000 years, or the 7th millennium. That 7th millennium is the kingdom of Jesus Christ. And Jesus brings the kingdom. Let me pray, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in earth. But when Jesus comes back to serve the kingdom, God's will unequivocally will be done, because Jesus will enforce God's rule. He will rule with a rod of iron. So I got news for you, there ain't no democracy. Man is created on the 6th day and is represented in his nature by the number 6. Man is represented in his nature by the number 6. There is only one thing that stands between man 6 and completeness 7, and that is 1. Who's that 1? God. God is 1. Remember we said God is 1? He don't need us, we need him. 1 is the only number that contains no other number. But every other number contains 1. And you cannot count unless you count by 1. So, the one that stands between man and completeness is God, God himself. In the same way, the complete, who's the complete? God, he is 7. The complete, number 7, which is God, had to set aside his glory, 1, in order to take upon the flesh of man, 6. Either way, man always falls short. From the beginning, the number 7 has represented God's completed acts. All of his celebrations. How many feasts there are? 7 feasts. It's amazing, hey? There's 7 feasts. Watch this one. When we sing and praise our Creator, we use combinations of 7 whole tones on the musical scale. How many notes there are in the music? Only 7. Let's count. Let's call them A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Only 7. All of that which is clean was taken into the Ark of Noah in how many numbers? 7. The priests were consecrated 7 whole days before entering the priesthood. We got the mics? Cliff, come please. Turn to Leviticus chapter 8, verse 31 through 36. Sister Dawson. Let's look at the number 7. It speaks of completeness and rest.
8, 31 to 36.
Yes, please.
Then Moses said unto Aaron and to his sons, boil the flesh at the doorway of the tent of meeting, and eat it there together with the bread which is in the basket of the ordination offering, just as I commanded, saying, Aaron and his sons shall eat it. And the remainder of the flesh and of the bread you shall burn in the fire. And you shall not go outside the doorway of the tent of the meeting for 7 days, until the day that the period of your ordination is fulfilled. For he will ordain you through 7 days. The Lord has commanded to do as has been done this day, to make atonement on your behalf. At the doorway of the tent of meeting, moreover, you shall remain day and night for 7 days, and keep the charge of the Lord, that you may not die. For so I have been commanded. Number 36. Thus Aaron and his sons did all the things which the Lord had commanded through Moses.
They were consecrated for 7 whole days before entering the priesthood. Go to Leviticus 16, please, and verse 14. Leviticus 16 and 14.